Welcome to the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre, where on Sunday the 22nd of November 2015, touch tennis took over. The 16 best-ranked players of the year battled it out on the courts in their bid to be crowned the 2015 Masters Cup champion. The 2015 Masters Cup was made up of the 16 best players of the year, who were split up into 4 groups of 4. Group A included one of the pre-tournament favourites, Matt Pearce, and he was joined by Ed Ellis, Elliot Seabrook and Selena Coburn. With Pearce almost certain to qualify in top spot, the matchup between Ellis and Seabrook would determine who finished runner-up, and with a 4-2 victory, that honour went to Ellis. Despite later winning the ladies' event, Coburn didn't quite have enough to make the quarters on this occasion. In Group B, Alex Ball, Ben Minsky, Nick Boringer and Matt Gollage battled it out to join Pearce and Ellis in the last 8. Ball came out on top in this group, sending out a strong message to his competitors in the process, as he brushed aside fellow top 10 ranked Minsky for love, who had to settle for second spot. And Ball was rightly pleased with his efforts so far.
Doing well, won 3 out of 3. Beat Ben Minsky, who's one of the best in the world. 4 love, taking him straight out.
Although impressively winning this point, Gollage was on the wrong end of the 4-2 scoreline against Boringer, who had the consolation of a 3rd place finish in Group B. Group C was a tight affair involving Adam Hassan, Alex Oldfield, Seth Thomas and Jamie Saki. With Hassan, Oldfield and Saki all winning 2 and losing 1 apiece, the 2 qualification spots went on head-to-head results and scorelines, where Oldfield came out on top and Hassan just pipped Saki to second spot. The fight for top spot left Thomas stranded at the root of the table with 3 defeats. In Group D, Elliot Mould, Chris Bint, Rashid Ahmed and Rob Crouch fought it out for the final 2 quarter-final spots. Despite impressing early on and going 2-1 up against one of the pre-tournament favourites, Mould, Ahmed, aka the GOAT, went down 4-2, but Mould, who went on to win the group, was impressed with his opponent's performance.
To be honest, it's the best I've ever seen him play. He took the racket out of my hand on a lot of points.
Elsewhere, Bint had the better of Crouch and took second spot in the group, but Crouch did have the consolation of 3rd place at the expense of the founder of touch tennis, Ahmed, even if he did have a price to pay.
Yeah, I got tagged after the play, but we'll probably have a steward's inquiry into that at the end, and that'll probably go to the governing body of the sport, which unfortunately is him, so I don't think that'll stand up.
Ahmed, though, had no complaints about his group stage exit.
I wouldn't make excuses, but my car broke down. I didn't have any coffee this morning, and my blood sugar dropped a little bit as well, and my wife and I are having a tough patch, but no excuses, he won.
With Pearce, Ball and Mould all qualifying with 100% records, and Ellis, Minsky, Oldfield, Hassan and Bint completing the quarter-final lineups, here's where things really started to heat up at Crystal Palace, with 4 semi-final places to fight for.
On his day, he's one of the best in the world, and just glad to get through to the semis now. Looking forward to playing Oldfield and Minsky.
very similar to the last 2 times I've played him actually, in which I've got an average of 0.7 games per set.
My movement wasn't quite as it needed to be.
Yeah, I'm going to have a tough match. I've got Bull, who I lost to in the group stages, so I've got a bit of a chance to redeem myself.
So after an action-packed round of last 8 matches, we have our semi-final lineups. Matt Pearce and Elliot Mould both made light work of their quarter-final encounters, dropping just 3 games between them. Alex Ball had to come from a set down to put pay to Adam Hassan's Masters Cup hopes this year. And Ben Minsky completes the final 4 after a straight sets victory. And it was Minsky versus Ball in the first semi-final here at Crystal Palace, as the players and spectators settle down for an exciting finale to this year's tournament. Despite his impressive match against Minsky in the round robin, things weren't going Ball's way here. With this point perhaps summing up a disappointing first set. For Minsky though, it was a clear confidence booster, and he now looked like a man who believed he could make the Masters Cup final. The one-way traffic continued in the second set, and for Ball it looked like nothing was going his way. Minsky completed his straight sets victory, taking the second set by 4 games to 2. Ball will live to fight another day, but conceded he was beaten by the better man and surface on the day.
That was a good game. The courts suited him favourably, so it was always going to be tricky. Yeah, I probably wanted to play him in the on the hard courts again. Beat him 4-love in the round robin.
What's the score in the round robin?
4-love.
It's a tough match. Just going to enjoy it. Is it Pearce and Mould in the semis? Going to watch them, I think. Don't really mind who I play. Yeah, it's the same approach. Got to beat them all to win. So yeah.
On to the second semi-final then, and this is the one that everyone's been waiting for. Elliot Mould versus Matt Pearce, with Ben Minsky waiting in the final. It was all set to be a classic.
Elliot Mould against Matt Pearce. Play.
The early stages were tense and frantic, and it was clear from the outset this wasn't going to be decided quickly. The first set soon went to a tiebreaker.
Oh, I don't need a backswing!
Then you first set Pearce. 5 games to 4.
First blood to Pearce in this one then, and now just 1 set away from joining Minsky in the final. Pearce burst into the second set, hoping to hammer home his advantage, and it looked an uphill task for Mould. Some stunning touch tennis on show here. But the world number 4 certainly wasn't going down without a fight. He steadied the ship and hit back to take this one the distance.
Game Mould. One game more.
Well, this was now anyone's, and frustration clear to see from Pearce.
30-15.
Every great match deserves its grandstand finish, and this one did not disappoint.
2-7 match. Mould.
I think Matt played really well there. He's got better than me the last few times that we played, but missed quite a few backhands today, which gave me some cheap points. I had to dig deep on some of them. But yeah, I'm really happy with what I played and bring on Minsky.
Yes, so after that classic semi-final and the whole day's play, it was down to Ben Minsky and Elliot Mould to battle it out for the 2015 Masters Cup.
Flat line up or down?
Rashid Ahmad was on hand to congratulate the players and determine who would serve first.
Yep. Cool. Best three. Good luck, everyone.
And Mould soon got this one underway.
15 love.
He then raced into a first set lead as he looked to be taking his semi-final form into this showpiece.
Game Mould.
He was not letting up and soon took the first set, and the onlookers didn't have much hope for the world number 9.
Right now, I'm afraid Minsky is, one-way traffic, I'm afraid. I think change of engine might need to maybe nudge Mould in the knee or something like that. That's another winner by Mould again. It's looking very promising for Mould for another Masters title. I think Minsky will be happy getting to the final. Be happy getting to the final. Be happy. Might be able to treat his missus to a new necklace with a prize money.
But would there be a fight back on the cards as Minsky started the stronger in the second set? The answer was probably not, as Mould regained his stranglehold and looked to push on. Well, after a long, exciting day's touch tennis here at Crystal Palace, we had our first championship point.
Game, set and match, Elliot Mould by 2 sets to love, 4-love, 4-1.
And Mould took it to win the 2015 Touch Tennis Masters Cup.
I feel exhausted. Pierce really pushed me in the semis, and I think I would have had a tougher match, but Ben was trying the tactic that worked against me last time, which was the slice, and it just didn't really work out for him today. But yeah, I feel great.
Pretty happy to get into the final. Just a shame I didn't really turn up in the final. Elliot played a great tournament today, great final as well. It was a really good match to watch in the semis as well. Definitely showed why he's the best player here today.
It's been a fantastic event, and I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate Rashid on getting the sport where it is. He's done an amazing job. I don't think anyone else could have done it. The whole touch tennis family who, look, show the camera around, tearing the courts apart. It's great because I've been lagging behind in the rankings for a while now. So it's great to get my stamp my feet on a bigger win. 1,100 points I think I get, so my ranking should fly up. Yeah, I'm chasing Roberts.